Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Danae, and I'm here with a message for you. Now, this is a bit of especially by the time it posts, it's probably going to be a bit of a late night message because I was celebrating my son's birthday today. Today is his birthday. It's still officially November 9th, and he turned 8 today, the big 8. So I'm so excited to have him celebrate such a monumental birthday. And you wouldn't believe it, but his birthday wish when he blew out the candles, which I actually posted evidence of, so you can believe it. I posted a little snippet of me singing happy birthday to him. He wished for infinite love, or did he say infinity love? I think he said infinity love. Those were his exact words. So I concur. I wish for infinity love for myself, for you, for all of us, for the entire globe and universe alike. Okay, so wish well made and prayerfully granted. In that same regard, if you so would like to, give him a gift. You know, I don't post my Cash App anymore. I used to on other platforms, but I just felt guided to release that aspect of exchange. But if you feel guided to give him a gift, as I said in my community tab post and also in the video that I posted of us singing happy birthday, he is a major part of what I do day to day. He is the light behind it all. In some regards, the magic behind it all. So a gift to him, a blessing for him is most certainly a blessing for you, and it will absolutely bless my heart indeed. So if you feel guided to give him a gift, you know, I'm learning to be more open to reception in every way, shape, and form, to even extend the opportunity for exchange and receipt. And if you'd like to, my Snapchat, I do not have a Snapchat. My Cash App is Danae Divine. I posted a link under the birthday message, and I believe I also posted a link on the birthday post on my community tab. But Danae Divine, 2 capital D's as it is, the spelling on my YouTube page. And I thank you for your well wishes and your gifts of prayer and or monetary love, all the same, okay? Everything high vibrational we receive wholeheartedly. Let's see, anything else on these? Oh, also, I posted a video today of the 100 subscribers giveaway. Now, to date, when I posted that, we were at 111. We are at 112 now, but I was really excited about the fact that we were at 111 because, of course, you know, that also is a powerful number. So I did post the video. It's the one with the golden thumbnail. You really can't miss it, of all the black and white on my page. So if you want to check out how you can enter to win a very special and precious spiritual self-care package from me to you, check that video out. You can only win by commenting on that video, on that post in the comment section. So you kind of have to go to that video if you're interested at all, and certainly if you're interested in participating. So it's going to be open from now until Sunday at 12 a.m. That's going to be November 12th at 12 a.m. So all the way through Friday, all the way through Saturday, you'll have an opportunity to post the answer to the question, which one of all of the traditional Rider-Waite tarot cards do you feel, I'm really screwing this up. I wrote it very clearly in the comments, but which card of all I feel drunk right now, and I had no drink. I am tired though. Which of all the traditional cards in the Rider-Waite tarot deck do you feel most connected to, or it was connected to, or man, I can't even think of it right now. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Just go to the video. Which one do you feel connected to and why? Is pretty much the gist of it. Let me get the hell up out of here because clearly I am too tired to be reading cards right now, but we're still going to see what the message is because I just couldn't let the whole day go by and not pull up to the table, if you know what I mean. Spiritualists know. You know out there, you know how it is. You feel like you slacking on your Mac and when you take a day off, yeah, and then here this go. 5 of Swords. So like somebody thought you was asleep on the job, but you wasn't. I'm awake. I am awake and ready to channel here with the Queen of Cups card. Intuition still tapped in even when I'm a little bit delirious. Yep, sure is. All right, so we got the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and let's see. Oh, sniggity snap. You saw how that fell out. Devil in reverse. Now, I hardly have devil. We have devil far enough, more than I care to see, quite honestly. But I hardly ever have reversals. The devil in reverse. Ooh. First of all, we love to see it because the only way I really prefer to see the devil is upside down, quite honestly. When it's right side up, that's all that's all types of hell going on. So we got, oh my God. I don't even know what to do with these two. I feel like they should be side to side, but I feel like they should, though. I feel like they should. So the devil thought he was about to get over and run some shit. He thought today was the day, or this was his chance, this was his opportunity, and he clearly, got blocked and stopped. Oh no, what? Stop it. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it was looking for a chance to swipe something or interfere with something, but the truth has set someone free. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. Hold up now. This is some strong energy with only 7 cards on the board. Give me a second and a sip of water because, first of all, this devil reversed is giving me life right now. I'm like thrilled. I'm thrilled by it. Hold up. I get the sense that was the defeat here with the 5 of Swords, that somebody was trying to infringe on someone else's pure essence. You know, like, what can I say about the Queen of Cups in this regard? Like I said, it's like somebody thought that she was asleep. Like, this is our chance. She ain't paying no attention. You know, or they thought they were going to come in and manipulate her love energy. You know, the Queen of Cups is very compassionate and caring, kind-hearted, more or less. The energy of the Queen of Cups is of good spirit, good nature. She wants to be a nurturer. She wants to be loving. She wants to be accepting in a very pure way. You know, like how, if there's anyone that you would want to try to get over on, it would be the Queen of Cups, honestly, emotionally, because if you can tilt her emotions in some type of way or taint them or manipulate them, then you can more or less have your way with her vitality, because she is a water-based queen. She's ruled by her emotional essence. which means that she can be very vulnerable to attacks, to distractions, even within her own self, but particularly from the outside in, because she's very tapped into her own energy. But it's when people try to project onto her or to invade that pure space, or again taint it, is when it could just throw her whole program off, you know. And it's like that's what some energy on the outside looking in wanted to do, but it got stopped in a major way. Like the devil in reverse, that's like someone wanted to cause, I'm getting a sense like somebody definitely wanted to inflict harm, you know. Like the devil in reverse is like this is the intention of this energy to, I'm gonna say, to destabilize her energetically, and to, I'm hearing dethrone. That's what I'm hearing. Like that was the purpose, to dethrone her. So there's some, like I said, there's a certain purity and stability with the Queen of Cups when, you know, when she's able to be pure. But there was an intention to just completely knock her off balance emotionally in some regard, with really deadly intentions with the devil in reverse, because this is not just about addictions and this is all in the upright, the devil, addictions, possession, obsession, distraction, fear, you know, those things. And it more or less in the upright is it's just the lower vibration of ourselves, you know, when you really consider it in its purest form. It doesn't always have to be about some outside interference or something fantastically diabolical, as in the devil with two horns type of energy. It could mean a lot of different things that we embody within our own selves, you know, particularly what we contend with, in our psyche, Queen of Cups, that water energy in our psyche day to day. So this person wanted to really, oh man, this is joke's on you. You thought, and now the devil is upside down, like, and I'm getting an even deeper sense, because it's like the devil is mad. You know what I mean? Like the devil is really mad right now that it couldn't do what it had intended to do, and it went in with one intention and got completely flipped upside down on its head. That energy, the intention of causing destruction and chaos and harm and discord, and it's like somebody wanted to knock the Queen of Cups into what would be the worst of the worst for the Queen of Cups. Like a nervous breakdown, you know, or like some type of psychologically, like not a nervous breakdown, because that might be more of the wand energy. No, but I don't know. I feel like it could be the Queen of Cups, but there's something else that I'm feeling too, like a psychotic break or some type of, you know, maybe even better, to provoke her to anger, the very opposite of the Queen of Cups, who wants to be loving and compassionate and for everybody and all are welcome, wanted to provoke some type of anger, which would throw her off of her natural essence and her natural equilibrium. And that is where the fail was. Where now, that's why now it's mad, because what it intended got completely flipped upside down. It was like, nope, not today, Satan. Ooh, wowzers. And so you had somebody that was waiting for this opportunity. They thought that this was the prime opportunity to make their move. And it's this Emperor card. This Emperor card this is a character that's just desperate for control. Similar to the Devil card in a lot of ways, possessive, obsessive, in some competition for control and dominance, to have it be his way or the highway, some energetic force of sorts that was looking to reestablish his position of power, its position of power, I should say, with the Devil card, by disrupting that of someone else's. It's like it's not enough for the emperor to be the emperor in his own right. That's what this upside down devil energy is. It's like beyond diabolical at this point. Like it's downright, like almost psychopathic, or however you say it. Is it psychopathic or sociopathic? I don't know, but sociopathic these days for an upside down devil, that don't even seem like that does it justice. This is somebody that's way out of control. Like he wants to control other things, but he doesn't even have control over himself, his own impulses, his anger, his need for domination and to have everything. Oh, I can't even deal with it. And then, yes, like he was so fixated on this opportunity that he missed, somehow the spirit of truth evaded him. What would have been wise, what would have been a wise choice or course of thought, because he was too fixated on this opportunity, this golden pentacle, like now's my chance, when I don't know, there was intel of a spiritual nature otherwise saying that no, this is not your chance, that you actually should stand down. Now, I don't know, and now that the devil energy is met, it's like for me, because with the Five of Swords energy, that's always like a self-defeated mindset, more or less. That's what it comes down to, like somebody that is this intentional about a win or trying to make some impact or impression that is not, the Five of Swords on its own is something that is not high vibrational, but with the devil in reverse, this is like, I don't even know what to say about that. And it came out fairly. It was like no questions asked that how it came out the way that it did amongst all these other cards. Is beyond just, this is like somebody intentional about tormenting someone. That's what it is. Like torment, not just I want to be in control. It's like not only do they want to possess someone, but they actually want to like inflict harm upon them, like pain and anger and anguish, and just completely annihilate them for their own, gratification of glory in some way, shape, or form. And the reason why it was a missed opportunity is because the intentions, see how the Page of Swords is looking at the Ace of Pentacles, that more material manifestation of the divine, as opposed to like they just skip the truth altogether and want to get straight to the material. I don't even know how to say that any differently. Just, you need the truth before, like in the suit of cards, like the sword comes way before the pentacles. You just bypass the action part of it. You bypass the wisdom. That's what it is, the wisdom of the divine, and went straight for what there's some entitlement here. Like, yeah, like, yep, look at this. This was the intention to lord over this Queen of Cups, to put her into this position, like I said, like trying to regress her back and dethrone her and like just completely throw her off balance and put her into this state of the Eight of Swords. Like, mentally unstable, almost in a spiritual imprisonment is what we call this card. You know, surrounded by swords, maybe stuck in her head and, you know, overthinking and feeling unsure and uncertain, like just wanted to really impede upon any type of forward movement intellectually, spiritually, or otherwise by creating a new stronghold in her life, just by way of perhaps presence alone, or projection alone, I should say. That's what it is. The projection isn't working with the Swords energy. That hasn't been coming through the way that it typically would, because this is a past energy. This is this person looking to return someone to this energy, or trying to guard the gate to make sure that she doesn't leave it or get past it, or in some regard. When, I mean, she's already the Queen of Cups. I mean, come on. She's already past this energy with the Sword of Truth. So all these other inferences and projections really mean nothing in the grand scheme of things when you have the ultimate truth in your arsenal. So this energy, this Chariot card, wanted to put a halt, is what I'm hearing, to some progression, or at least to cause a disturbance in this pure presence of the Queen of Cups, to incite anger or some type of discomfort in some way, shape, or form, so that there could be a distrust with herself. And you know, the distrust yourself, you can't really manifest off of that. How can you go forward if you can't even trust where you are? Yeah, choices to make her questionable about her choices, about even choosing her highest self, like literally being able to trust yourself with the Lover's card here, to being able to trust your intuition, your intel, your discernment. Like, well, maybe I'm missing the mark here, or maybe there's something I'm doing wrong, or you know, maybe I need to make a new choice or do something different, when in all actuality, she's just fine right there, the Queen of Cups. She ain't bothering nobody. She's fine, contrary to popular belief that she's over emotional, or I don't know what the adverse of what you could call the Queen of Cups, naive, too easily manipulated or swayed, when that's just the argument of those that want to be the ones to be able to make the impact and the impression for their own gratification. So it just kills a person such as this that wants control, that they just don't have it. You don't run shit over here. You just don't. Not the Queen of Cups in the upright, because she's tapped into her own emotional intel. The opposite of this energy here, she knows that she can trust what she feels, what she sees, what impressions she experiences from her internal and external world, and also beyond the veil, because it's a spiritual communication that she is most committed to, you know, most tapped into. And for some, the impulse or the reaction and response that she makes based on what she feels may seem a little bit off to others, because it's not measured by material standards. It's not even measured by logical mechanisms, such as what you can actually see and what you can factualize, and even what is tangible. It's an inner knowing. And someone that has an inner knowing has to be sure of what they're feeling to be able to choose themselves above all else every time. And that happens because it's been tried and true already. She's already experienced the best and the worst of herself to know exactly how to trust that inkling and what to do and how to respond to those cues accordingly. In situations such as this, when there's obviously heavy opposition on her track and on her trail, relentless, as a matter of fact, extremely diabolical, obsessive, possessive of what? Her peace? Her love? That doesn't belong to anybody but her. And anybody at this point that still intends to be insistent on possessing it, controlling it, impressing upon it, manipulating it, monopolizing it, anything of the sort, any unjustifiable connection or commitment, or I don't even know, like anything that is not ordained, universally ordained in truth, and that is not pure, is not admissible anymore. That's why I was saying earlier, the Queen of Cups could easily be finessed, like manipulated emotionally. You could play on her heartstrings, like you could play on emotional attachments. Oh, we love you. We really care about you. We miss you. I found the error of my ways, and I realized that there's no one like you, and I really want an opportunity to show you that that is true for me, and I really want to give you the world now and really give you all that you deserve. Like, these are the things that with those love strings that you could tug on for the Queen of Cups, who is very susceptible to emotional connection. She thrives on it, as a matter of fact. But we're not talking about a Page of Cups here. We're talking about the Queen. So there's still a level of mastery that she has come to within her own emotional being to be discerning enough to know what to be in the flow with and what to cut off from her being altogether. What to be open to, what possibilities of exchange to be open to, who to let drink of her water, and definitely whose water to take a sip from. And on this board, she the only one with a cup. Ain't no other love on this board. Hella swords. Somebody looking to mind fuck, and that's the problem. The intention, it's like you come into a spiritual war with a gun. Ultimately, that's the difference here. Even though these are swords, it's like, what you gonna do with that? Shoot the spirit? You can't kill the spirit. It doesn't work like that. And this is someone that thought that they had enough of an arsenal of psychological attacks. That's what this is, a psychological attack. That's what it is, plainly, practically. You had enough in your arsenal to create enough of a diversion or a diffusion of this energy to make an impact. In the worst way, though. In the worst way, this is the day you was going to exert your power to its fullest. But when somebody is sitting in their rightful position, purely, divinely, again, justifiably, not bothering nobody, she just looking into her own cup, minding her business. Done are the days when you can interfere with energies that are operating on that frequency. You can't just pierce in and break through and just decide to just break shit up at your will. That did work, where a lot of us operating in a certain vibration weren't even aware that our energy was being tossed to and fro. that people were just disrupting our peace left and right, but we were allowing it to happen in the name of love, or in the name of peace and harmony, and going along to get along, or in the name of family, in the name of friends, in the name of religion, you know, and in the name of societal acceptance, whatever it is, that we just wanted to keep the current cool. We didn't want to rock the boat, ruffle the waters, you know, just keep it real cool around here. And now it's just like, it's cool all on her own, and it's going to stay cool. And anyone that thinks that they're going to disrupt those calm waters are going to find themselves in a hell of a backlash. This is like immediate returned energy. Not just like pound for pound, like devil got smacked back, you know what I mean? Because this was already that with the five of swords in the first place. That's already defeated mindset. This is like immediate sit your ass down. No, you're not gonna do it. It's not happening. One more card, I think. Can I get one more card, Spirit? You will respect boundaries or get disrespected. And not by your intended target. It's another force at hand now that you have to contend with. Yeah, this is like trying to find a new plan of action. It better be the one of truth, right up under this Ace of Swords. You need to take another route, because and it better be the higher road, as it is here with this card, because otherwise it's a dead end. It is the road to destruction to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Those old tactics they just aren't cutting it anymore. It's like, how many times do you have to get hurt to realize that it's you? You need to chill. This intrusive, possessive, obsessive energy is not welcome in any pure divine spaces anymore. If you're not coming to the table with truth and honor and respect and good intentions and peace, and for the purposes of harmony and healing, you just shouldn't even come. Like, don't even bother. Don't even bother, because it's not going to end well for you, is the thing. Nothing's changed for the Queen of Cups. She's still just as peaceful as she's ever been. And meanwhile, now your whole world is upside down. And the devil's sitting on your neck trying to figure out why he's having to walk away dissatisfied and defeated. Because you promised him, because you promised him some sensational payday. Yeah, 3 of Cups was just waiting. Thought them ships was coming in to create some illusion and delusion. You was sitting waiting for the day, for your perfect chance to come in for the kill. Well, mess around and get yourself killed. Trying to save you. Trying to save you the time and the energy at this point, because you're going to need it. With the devil in reverse, you this is focusing on the wrong things. You're going to need all of your energy for all that you can expect to be coming to you. Yeah, don't want to give up. Don't want to give up. Don't want to give it up. Refuse to take that cup from the spirit, that pure, like get your own. You know what I mean? Like the spirit is offering you respite, offering you an opportunity to revive yourself, to rejuvenate, to repent, literally to turn over a new leaf and do something different with your energy and your time. And you don't want that because you're still worried about other people's gifts, things that don't belong to you. Yet again, another pentacle. Too materialistic, and it's not even in an actual way. Like this is very spiritual. This energy here. There's something that this Emperor Devil in reverse feels entitled to possess, and he once upon a time probably did have a tight grip upon it, but now he doesn't anymore. And instead of, this is the balance of the universe. Like now he doesn't anymore. And instead of him just accepting that reality and moving forward as life does, there's this insistence to continue to prove something to himself about his own power, about his position, about his relevance. To the universe, to be all powerful in some regard, because the Emperor, is the most powerful king in the deck. But it's like, yeah, you are powerful now. Yeah, you are powerful now. Use that energy for some benefit, like, because how it's being used now. Is not going to end victoriously. It's a tower. It's going to be an excruciating experience against anything you think you're going to create diabolically. There is no success in that regard. And there are going to be hella people moving on to some other experience of true success and victory and accomplishment, having surrendered to the time at hand in spirit and in truth to go with the flow of the universal order, like where we're going, where we're ultimately heading. This is someone that's still trying to push back against, trying to be the resistance, trying to push back against the current, literally the current, the flow, and what is presently ordained. Trying to turn this wheel of fortune back in time, reverse fortunes for people that are destined, that are already on the path to success and to victory. Trying to reverse, like this is like a warlock. That's what this is, like a warlock that does not want to see a reversal of power, or not even a reversal of power, but an evolution of power. Because what's happening is the power dynamic is balancing out universally. Some may feel like it's feminines, being exalted even more so than ever before, but it's just because it's been so imbalanced that feminine's been pushed down for so long, literally suppressed, kept under a thumb, like no, made to feel like her emotions were either overbearing or meaningless. There was never a balance of hard to find a balance of the two, especially from the masculine acceptance, or it was used against her. but still at the same time used for the masculine benefit, because that's the source of all things. Those celestial, those feminine waters, that essence, in the physical sense, in the figurative sense, in the spiritual sense, in every way, shape of the word. The Empress is the reproductive force, the carrier. She brings life, is eternally fertile, and get into how she's here, just a bit raised above the emperor in this regard. And it's like, if the emperors of the world would allow for this power dynamic to balance out in the way the universe has in mind, everyone would win, literally victory and success for all. But they're too afraid that because they've measured themselves by exploiting, well, I should say, over abusing their power, and they've measured themselves by an inflated sense of authority and power, because it was never really fair in the first place. It was always imbalanced. It's like a fear of not feeling it like you're worth anything. If you all of a sudden you look around and the feminine that you used to put down or keep under a thumb, or who didn't really know herself enough to know her worth and to know what was acceptable and what wasn't, and what she would offer, lend her waters to or connect her energy with. And now she's just way too self-aware to fall for the same old tricks and traps. And it's like, well, what do I do? How do I? It's like they in the lowest vibration, because there are masculines that are not on this at all. The best of the emperors in the high vibrational form are excited to exalt the feminine energy, because they know that's where their source of power lies. They embrace it. They're in alignment with it. They are accepting of the elements that we both possess to be unitedly exalted, that we both need each other in some great deal. It's the ones that feel like the ones that are afraid to feel like they need the feminine force, are more so afraid for the feminine force to know that she is needed and wanted and desired, because it somehow infringes upon their ability to get over and manipulate and monopolize, manifestations in the world. Those are the ones that are the cowards, that are literally falling on their own swords at this point in time, just simply because they refuse to submit to change, let alone be the change. So it's one thing if you just refuse to accept that as truth in your reality, but it's like, that's not enough. Though these are the ones, the devils in reverse, that got to make sure that they do everything within their power to actually obstruct the change, the progress, literally be the resistance in the world. I don't even understand why. It's like, who is still counseling these energies? Like, it's gotta be. And it's like the devil in reverse. It feels like it's attachments. It's like demonic attachments at this point. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a demonic attachment, but it's just so overbearing to the spirit at this point that I don't even feel like these energies have any connection. Yeah, with reality. That's what it is. They've lost connection with their true selves to really understand that they're, first of all, heading in the wrong direction, and perhaps that they always were. God forbid you actually be able to say that you know what, this was never really productive or prosperous. And certainly it's not the way that the world is moving now. So perhaps I need to try something different. It's like the attachment, what they've created against the feminine energy particularly, because I'm seeing that very clearly. This is not just, well, masculine to feminine. No, this is very much so masculine, distorted masculine energy looking to continue the spirit of oppression and abuse against feminine, divine feminine energy. Any feminine perhaps, but definitely divine. With the Queen of Cups and the Empress on the board, like the Lover's card here, no. And they definitely don't want to see no unions between individuals that appreciate the feminine energy and those that know those feminine energies that know that they should be appreciated. They know that that's the next step, that's the next, layer of this revelation. And once that happens, it's like literally your time's up. Your plans are no good here anymore. And it's happening regardless. It don't matter how many times you try to spin that wheel backwards. I hope by now you realize, with Saturn having gone direct, that you don't get to do that anymore. You don't get to do that. Yeah, this is somebody trying to spin the wheel backwards, control creativity, control reality, trying to give out these tainted ass cups that really have no value for anyone. Offers that they need to revisit within their own spirits that are really from, like I say, unresolved childhood wounds. That they need to get into that regressive reflection and figure out why. Why are you like this? Why? Because it has nothing to do with of anything that's going on now. And here's the Sun card. Like I said, people moving ahead in victory and success, and them still stuck here like a kid, looking at their wand like they never saw it before. And this is also, of course, new opportunities to move forward and move ahead, regardless of and it's happening so suddenly. The shifting that's occurred, like it's been, I said this before this week too, earlier this week, that something's being accelerated a great deal. Perhaps the Saturn turnaround is revving things up a little bit differently, but these new opportunities to move into something more favorable, more fruitful, more vibrant are happening regardless. And those that are not willing to get on board, even if you are one that has to kind of start back from, literally like almost a child again, and maybe start over, really rethink how you do life, the actions that you've taken and what you need to change to have a more favorable experience. That still matters more than someone that just refuses to change at all, that refuses to submit to the spirit of all and how it's flowing in this present moment. They're going to be looking at their own wands like, yep, disappointment and depression. This is what it's going to lead to. You either get with it or get lost, literally. You will transform or you will transition. There's no in between at this point. There really isn't. Because this is a state of death, living death. To be depressed, in despair, constantly in regret about the past, unable to see the possibilities for the future. This is literally like a purgatory state of mind, state of emotional being, dare I say, actually. Worst nightmare, right? Because didn't I say, like, ain't really no other cups here. This is the energy of the Emperor finally reconciling with those emotions from his childhood. Well, here's the Seven of Cups, but that's confusion and delusion because he refuses to go within. But having to come back to square one and really deal with the truth of who you are and why you do what you do, why you have the outlook, why you're obsessive and possessive in the way that you are. a refusal to take that step, even though it could be a baby step and it could be uncomfortable, is what this will ultimately lead. It will ultimately lead to this. You may be living in the world, living and breathing, yeah, Hierophant card, living and breathing, but dying on the inside every single day. Very poor experience of life. And this is coming from this need to feel exalted in the earth as some godlike force, but not willing to, it's like the measurement of that exaltation was skewed from the gate, because you were measuring it by the possession of beings that were not in your jurisdiction, that were not under your authority to control. This is literally like a distorted judge, or what do you call it? Like a corrupt judge, or a preacher that is just like off. Like on Sunday, this is him. On the bench, Monday through Friday, this is him. Fully robed, exalted, wise man, highly respected. Well, I should say demands to be highly respected. On the inside, this is who he really is. And this is the only the real, the pure is what is going to persist in this new world order. It's the karma and dharma of it all. So if there is not an intention, a decision to confront why this is in the first place, it will eventually, like I said, it'll become an attachment, like just completely overtake you. It will become your own personal hell. And you'll have nobody else to blame but yourself in the end. Because there was every opportunity to do something different. To be something different, to think differently, to have a different experience of life. That all the adornments of man's anointing, what it means to be a man and in control and a feared force, that's like the fear of God, so to speak. It's distorted. You can't rule with fear and love. You have to pick one. Or eventually, that is the law that you will ultimately answer to. And it'll be a hell of a lot less lenient when you're on the defendant side because of how you judged others, how you even made judgment calls to govern the energy of others, to handle it. That's what this is. This is like a corrupt judge, or what do we say about preachers? Like it's a corrupt judge, and I don't even know, like, because every preacher ain't that, obviously. There's some amazing spiritual leaders out here, even religious leaders out here. I know some that actually live more or less what they preach, and that are intentional about bringing light into the world in whatever capacity they believe it to be, whatever they submit to. They believe that the strength of a man is his beliefs. That's why it's silly to me that we fight over what we all call God and how we worship and how we don't, because it only really matters what you believe. What is your ceiling of understanding, and overstanding? All three. Where does it stop for you? Is it infinite, in fact? As I believe we have the invitation to explore. Everybody doesn't feel that way, and that's fine. But it's only what you do believe is your ceiling as to what is your ultimate power, your supreme force. And the issue is that the ceiling for so many of these diabolical characters, distorted masculines, in whatever position of power, authority, or lack thereof they've been in, is that their ceiling has been very low. They've only been able to measure themselves by the way in which they've been able to control others. And that's a very fleeting force, because it was only a matter of time, by way of the spirit of evolution, that everyone would wake up, or at least those that have been called would answer. At least some of them would answer and break out of this spell of unworthiness that we've all been glamored by in some regard. But if you measured yourself by how you could ultimately deplete another person's energy or siphon off of it, or what is it really? Because it's like it is a siphoning, it is an oppression and a suppression, but it's like it felt good to put the other down. That was the power, that was the confidence, that an energy such as this could possess the force enough to be in control of someone else's energy, enough to be able to dictate good from bad, good mood, literally be the judge of someone's vitality, the Lord over, like this is God energy, trying to be God, play God in the earth, playing people like little miniature pieces energetically and psychologically. But when you don't have that fantastical range anymore, it's like, shit, now I actually have to control myself. And clearly that's a fail, or this would have been stopped a long time ago. When that mirror really gets turned on self, it's like then they have no choice but to face that reflection, and it's not pretty. It's like that devil starts kicking and screaming like, no, I do have the power. I am in control of other people's energy. But that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. I don't even know what to say. Because I don't even feel like there's any, I don't feel a settlement in it. Like usually it's like, all right, I'm done. It's like there's something that still is like wanting me to speak. But I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to leave the cards here for now too. And if I feel guided, I'll either pick up tomorrow. Pardon me, because I'm tired. I either pick up tomorrow, or I probably won't, honestly, because the settlement here is that for me, as I said, the Queen of Cups is still in full emotional control. Unbothered, still loving like she always was. And these energies that are relentlessly trying to have any impact on that reality are just ultimately defeating themselves. So, I mean, really, what more is there to say? I don't think there is much, is there? No. Case closed. And on that note, I'm going to leave it right here. And I hope that you have a wonderful night/morning, because when you see this, if you're still awake and the sun is down, it will probably be the next day by the time it loads. And I will definitely be back on the scene tomorrow, hopefully much more refreshed and ready for some new energy on Friday. Again, thank you for the birthday wishes, the gifts, the prayers. All are still welcome to give as you feel guided, is much graciously received. And don't forget, if you haven't already, to check out the contest video and submit your answer in the comments below that video for a chance to win my beautiful spiritual self-care package that I think you'll really enjoy, And who doesn't love free? I mean, all you gotta do is type a little. Well, I mean, you should be creative because it is a contest. So, but be honest and be authentic as well. But perhaps it's thought-provoking enough, especially if you are engaged in the cards or a reader, or just understand them and connect to them in any way. Like, maybe you should consider, who are you in the deck, if you haven't before. Or maybe when you've never had the opportunity to really express it and release it. So it's a two-way exchange for sure. So don't forget to definitely check that out. All right, so I'm done for real now. And on this note and that and everyone before it, as always, I leave you with peace.